think you should.
Okay, so part of me doesn't really know what to say for this video and the review for My Hero Academia episode 41. Mainly because in the episode, you know, it just starts back where we had left off from last week's episode, which is basically they set up the whole plot for next week with, both the classes, Class A and Class B, preparing and getting ready to, strengthen the power of all of their quirks. And that's basically just what happens in the beginning of in the beginning of the next episode, which is, or rather this week's episode, episode 41, and all of them are doing specific stuff to basically increase, for example, Bakugo, he's putting in his hands into the water because with his sweat and shit, that's how he creates his explosions, and that's supposed to create more of a bigger explosion with his quirk. That's just an example. So basically the whole first part of the episode is just class 1A, getting ready to, or training and preparing, not preparing, I don't know why I keep saying that, but they're training for their quirks to become stronger, just overall, right? They're all doing their own individual thing, and Deku is obviously, doing his own thing, and they're all in like separate like categories of like, and like a subgroup, I guess, for all the classes. So it's kind of weird. I don't really get that. So they go back to kind of like the place that they go and eat and sleep and stuff. And the next part of the episode is they have to cook. And last week they explained like this isn't how it's always gonna be. So basically to just set up like the whole thing, like, yeah, they're gonna have to cook their own food, and it's kind of like, it kind of feels like a filler kind of part of the episode to kind of set up the next subplot, which was the kid from last week's episode, Kota. And if you don't remember what happened last week, or if you didn't watch last week's episode for whatever reason, basically the kid's parents were heroes and they had been killed. They died, and now he basically doesn't like the whole like society of like, quirks and superheroes, or just, superhumans, heroes and stuff, and villains. He doesn't really like it, and that's like the whole kind of, subplot, or like scene with Deku and Kota is basically he's trying to comfort the kid, I guess, trying to explain like heroes and villains aren't really like bad, I guess, into society. And he explains the exposition of a friend of his, which is realistically just him. And he explains that he didn't have a quirk. He grew up without having a quirk, but he never gave up because he admired, heroes like All Might. And he kept trying day after day, but it didn't work. It was hopeless. And he still tried, and that was basically the whole thing. And then Deku just leaves, and then that's basically the rest of the scene. Nothing else really happens. And then they set up another subplot, which basically is the League of Villains. They figure out where the training camp is, and the reason why that's such a big deal is because the League of Villains weren't supposed to know where the training camp was, which is why they're like so far away from, a whole bunch of like cities and stuff. And that's why they're kind of just like out in the wilderness doing whatever they're doing, right? But the League of Villains managed to find them, and the rest of the episode is more training, more, kind of like plot for what's to come in next week's episode and the finale of this episode. And basically the finale of the episode is more training, and they're supposed to do like scare each other for some fucking reason. I don't really get it. But like the whole finale of the episode is the League of Villains attack, and they're getting ready to attack for next week's episode. And that's basically the whole entire episode 41. Like I said, I didn't really know what to say other than they trained a whole bunch, they started fucking cooking, plot reasons for the fucking kid Kota, and in League of Villains doing whatever the fuck they're doing. And then that's essentially it. That's essentially the whole episode. So that's basically it. I don't really know what else to say other than, at least it looked good. The animation, the quality of the episode was really good. They added in new soundtracks at the last part of the episode, which I thought were really good. As far as I know, they're new, and I don't know. I didn't hear any other soundtrack that was, different from anything else I've heard. So I don't know. I don't really know what else to say for the episode other than it was good, but it almost felt like it was filler to set out the plot in place for what's gonna happen next week. So I don't know. Anyways, if that's the end of the episode, that means that's the end of the video. I don't really know what else to say. If you did enjoy for whatever reason, be sure to leave a like, and if you are new to the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button for more videos just like this. You should be seeing this on the same day that I uploaded my last video, which was the Persona 5 Episode 3 review. So if you did miss that, go ahead and check it out. There will be a card on the screen for you to click on, so you can go to the video just directly, or you can go on my channel and click on the video. Go check out my other videos, of course. About 2 days ago, or maybe yesterday actually. Yeah, actually yesterday. I don't know why I'm getting lost on my days and stuff. I uploaded a review for the new God of War that came out, and I fucking love that game. It's really fucking dope. So if you missed that, of course you should go check it out. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys to whatever you were doing. I hope you did enjoy the video. Leave a like if you're new. Subscribe. Have a wonderful day. I'm out. Peace.